guys, so welcome to the second episode of my favorite products of 2017, and this episode is going to be eye stuff. Again, just reiterating from before, all these products I might have not gotten in 2017, but it's just like keep using and favorite products, and again, keep going back to and stuff like that, and some new discovered things in 2017. But these are just like the best of the best in my eye category that, yeah, were really good to me in 2017. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with the stuff that's not eyeshadow, because we know eyeshadow is our favorite part. Alright, so the first thing, this was the year of the Dipbrow for me. I liked my Dipbrow before, but I really depended on it. Every time I do a full glam look, my brows are done with Dipbrow. I still like my eye pencils. I still like my NYX Micro Brow. I still love all those, but like for looks like this, I don't know. I've had this Dipbrow for years. It's still holding strong. I'm in the shade Chocolate. $18. I recommend it. It does take a little bit of practice to get. Like if you are heavy-handed like me, it takes a while for them to not look like a Sharpie. But once you get it, once you get that sculpted brow, it's wonderful. I use my Dipbrow with the Anastasia number 12 brush. I'll talk more about brushes and favorite tools in another video, but just to tell you, that's what I used it with. And I cut out my brow with the MAC NW45 Studio Finish Concealer. So this whole brow set that I'm showing you was my favorite for 2017, along with the e.l.f. eyelash and eyebrow mascara, but I only use it for eyebrows. I just set my brows $2, keeps them shiny, keeps them stayed down and slick and wonderful brow gel for $2. And yeah, so the Dipbrow and that concealer combo just makes my brows everything. Again, the Dipbrow takes a little bit of practice, but once you got it, you're not going to want to look back. Excuse me. I have an eye primer, my go-to for the whole 2017. I tried a few new eye primers, like a new bases here and there, of course, but trying to eye primers, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I actually finished my first full-size one this year in 2017, and I'm actually putting a dent in this one. But I finished one. That one lasted me 2 to 3 years, I think. But yes, the Primer Potion is a great eye primer. These are the old school tubes. I got them from Nordstrom Rack because they're like on clearance and they're being phased out because they have the new doe foot applicator. I haven't tried that. I think it's the same formula, just different applicator. I don't mind the squeezy tube. Dot it on my lids, keep moving. And it makes I don't get creases. My eyeshadow lasts all day. Couldn't ask for anything else, and that's my go-to holy grail eye primer. It's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then I have some eyeliners. Again, I'm doing everything that's not eyeshadow because that's coming up. Eyeliners. The liquid liner, I have 2 liquid liners. One I ran out of and I threw the packaging away. I messed it up. The first one is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. You guys, this liner I have a love-hate relationship with in the sense of it plays with my emotions, because like sometimes I think it's dry and I don't know why I don't throw it away. And like I'll pump it a few times in the cap. There's a pump in the cap, you guys. You guys know that? It's a pump in the cap. And I'll still be dry. And I don't know why I don't throw it away. Maybe I just feel some way about this packaging. I don't know. And I'll sit it in my drawer and I'll forget that it was dry, go to try to use it again, completely juicy. And then I remember like, wait a minute. It played with me. I don't know. But anyway, this is the Tattoo Liner in Trooper. It is a black liner, skinny, thin line. I love it. It sets instantly. I don't know if it claims to be waterproof, but I haven't had any issues with smearing or smudging or anything like that with this liner. And it's a wonderful liner. Now, a cheaper alternative to this one that I've fallen in love with was the NYX Epic Ink Liner. So that one is a skinny tip, and it looks like a felt tip, just like this, but it's actually a brush. Oh no, Kat Von D's is a brush too. And it's actually a brush, and the bristles just really thin, come to a really nice point. I really like that one because that I can get a really sharp wing without tape with the NYX Epic Ink Liner. So those two are good liquid liners. And then for pencil liners, I have a high-end and a drugstore. The drugstore one are the Rimmel Scandalized. They're still, again, one of these go-to products when in doubt. If I have a shade in the Rimmel Scandalized, have nude, black, navy blue, taupe. This is the Rimmel Scandalized. This shade right here is deep blue. These are just regular eyeliner pencils that can be sharpened. Yeah, that can be sharpened, and they go on creamy, they go on easy, and they last all day. The high-end liner reminds me of the Rimmel Scandalized. They're in that same family, sharpenable pencil, but they are just a little bit creamier, whereas they're easier to smudge. They're easier to smudge out and easier to set, to like with shadow and things like that. And those are the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On liners. I have here Demolition, which is a favorite in itself for 2017 because 2017 also has been the year of the brown eyeliner for me instead of black. Especially when I've been doing more warmer, goldeny stuff. I don't want just such a black, harsh eyeliner line, so I would use brown eyeliner. And the brown I would use is Urban Decay's Demolition. Oh, you barely have to touch it to your skin and you're going to get that color transfer. Wonderful. And then here's a black one in Zero. They're much softer than the Rimmel. The Rimmel aren't hard, but these are much softer and easier to smudge. And they set and they stay and wonderful. Keep sitting on my hair. I do that all the time. All right. Then mascara. This was in a recent favorites, November maybe. This mascara has really shown. It's done well this year. It's my favorite mascara out of my mascaras, but I have liked a lot of other mascaras this year for different reasons. But this is just a go-to when in doubt. And it's the Wet n Wild mascara. It's a 3-step process. This came with like the little mini fibers, but I did not like the fibers at all. But this mascara, it really does well. It lengthens and separates as it's supposed to. I think the set is $4.99, but this is one of those standard like mascara. It doesn't do any one thing to it more extreme than the other, but it doesn't smudge. It stays on. It's wonderful. It's what you need in a mascara. This is my favorite mascara to put on before I put my falsies on. So that's really nice. And you can see here, this is steps 1 and 3 because you do this and then the fibers and then this again. Don't like the fibers, so just this, that. All right, and then lashes. You guys can guess my favorite brand of lashes. Cocoa lashes. I was going to say something else. Cocoa lashes. These are sold online at ladymoss.com. Cocoa is the brand, and then they have different styles of lashes. For an example, these are Queen Bee that I am showing you. These are a favorite. I have another favorite. Why didn't I get them? Soho. Oh, look at those lashes. Oh, wonderful. I'm wearing a pair of Cocoa lashes today. I'm wearing Madame Wispy today. The reason why I like these lashes is they're cheap. They're about $6.99 to $7.99. I've gotten them at IMAX for like 5 for $20 or 4 for $20. And they have a long enough band to go across my eyes. And they are fluttery and big and wispy. And a lot of them have clear bands. Excuse me. A lot of them have clear bands, meaning I don't have to wear black eyeliner with them if I don't want to, with a lot of the styles like Soho. Those are my like favorite big dramatic lashes, and they have a clear band, and so I can just do just a shadow or even a light shadow like a champagne or a light gold and just pop those lashes on. I don't have to worry about liner, whatever. I don't like to wear eyelashes that have a black band, a dark band without liner. So if it has a clear band, I'll wear them without liner. And a lot of times when you get the ones with the clear band lashes just tend to be a little bit more natural because you're not wearing like eyeliner. And I guess they assume, a lot of lash companies might assume with these big dramatic lashes, first off, a black band is more sturdy, but you're wearing like probably big heavy winged liner and stuff like that. So I like that they have big dramatic lashes with clear bands. That makes me so happy. So Cocoa lashes, still thebomb.com. Thebomb.com. Alright, y'all. Y'all ready for eyeshadow? There have been, so I have some, let's just go. I'm not even going to try to give you no prep. Alright, singles. There have been some singles that I liked. I have 2 specific colors of singles, and then the other singles are just the range. Coastal Scents. Remember, guys, Oatmeal Tan was like my favorite crease shade forever. And then I fell in love with Oktoberfest. Let me show it to you. This is the best warm brown crease shade for me. If I don't have, when in doubt, and I need a warm brown crease shade, because I usually put warm brown in my crease. Oh, Oktoberfest. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Matte. $1.95 on Coastal Scents website, or if you catch them at a sale, 99 cents. Wonderful brown, matte brown, couldn't ask for anything more. Pigmented, blends well, really nice. And if I want something a little bit deeper, I kind of wear these two together. I'll do Oktoberfest, and then I'll take this shade that I'm about to show you and put it a little bit right here in the outer part of the crease to add that definition, that shadow, and that is Choclatier. It's definitely a plummy chocolate. A plummy chocolate. It is also, it's also matte. It was a horrible swatch. It is also matte. Yes, let me show you these two together. You're building a wonderful crease there. So, yeah, those two specific shades from Coastal Scents have really been my go-to crease and, yeah, definition shades. This one also, Choclatier, does really well smudged under the eye with that demolition, that brown eyeliner that I showed you guys. So, wonderful. Alright, and then a range of shadows, cream shadows. You guys know I love these, and I've loved them ever since I bought like my first ones. But because my life has been busy, it's been even busier this year, where I've been doing a lot of one shadow, sweep something on the lid, keep moving. ColourPop Super Shock shadows have been there, and they have stayed there for me, and they have worked wonderful. These are a cream gel hybrid type of shadow that ColourPop makes. I just did a video swatching all of my ColourPop shadows. Yeah, so they are a cream, jelly, bouncy consistency. And again, I've said this every time I talk about them. These are the only, this is swatching the matte one. These are the only shadows, and they're cream. Think about this, they're cream. The only eyeshadows I can wear that last all day on my eyelids without creasing and without a primer. That's the key point in that. There are other shadows I can wear all day without creasing, but I wear eye primer. I do not need to wear eye primer when I wear ColourPop shadows. And, I mean, if I have time, I do. But this is one of those ones, throw it in your makeup bag. If you're traveling, pop, do your makeup in the car. Not while you're driving. I'm talking about if you're the passenger. Or in the back seat. That's where I like to do my makeup. And they last, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful product to have. They come in a million colors, not really, but a lot of colors and shades. And I apply them with my finger. I don't need a brush. If I don't have one, if I don't want one, I don't need a brush. I can put them on with my finger, blend them out with my finger, and boom, my eye look is done. So I really, really appreciate the ColourPop shadows, and I really appreciated them more this year. And then the final range, which this range of shadows, really, like, if you need a range of shadows to be accent colors and pops of color, like how I have a color in the middle of this halo eye, like a good metallic pop, but you don't want to buy a whole palette that might have one metallic pop in it. Morphe's Pressed Pigments. These are metallic finish pressed pigments, and they are bright, and they are reflective, and they are wonderful. So this is the shade High Class. Yes, High Class. And that is a gold. And they go on, they're dusty. I will say this, they're powdery. It's okay. It's fine. I mean, I don't care. I don't care about powder. They go on wonderful. They look almost wet on the lid, like the way they reflect and how shiny they are. That was High Class. Why did I bring out just one to show you? I have quite a few. I'll show you this. I've done a couple looks with them. This is Smoke and Mirrors. Oh, look at that. Oh, and they are those shades that, girl, you could do a whole look with them. I did a halo eye using a cut crease using two of them, and they're just so shiny and so bold. Pigmented, they work well. They're about $6. And yeah, if you need that, you know, just in your collection, so a metallic pop, because you usually find like these being a pop of color, you know, in a palette. You know, I can understand that, but it's like you want to buy the whole palette for one, that metallic shade. Definitely check out the Morphe Pressed Pigments. These have done me well. Alright, palettes. I have some favorite palettes. So I have a range of favorite palette, like two brands that I tried this year. Two brands that I tried their palettes on, and I just want to give them a shout out because they have really, I really loved everything that I've got from these two brands as far as eyeshadow palettes. And then I have three of my top 3 palettes of 2017. All right. So the first company that the palettes have, I think they just came out this year, but the palettes were ColourPop. Yes Please was the first ColourPop palette I bought. $16, by the way, $16. I want to collect all the ColourPop palettes. $16. They come 12. These are the 12 pan. I think they have a bigger one. These are the 12 pan, and they are. Let me calm down. I have a review on this palette, and it is. I have a review on maybe all 3. Anyway, super pigmented shades. Decent price, quality price. They get to the point with these palettes. If you watch my review on this palette, it's like, it's not a lot of extra fluffer shades. It's not a lot of shades that are similar to each other where you don't need all of them. They get to the point, give you what you need to make a complete look, to get multiple complete looks. Again, look at this yellow. Let's talk about the yellow in the Yes Please palette. Wonderful. This palette is $16. I also have the Femme Rosa. And I also have the Get Your Life Candace. Y'all know me dropping. Y'all know. Whew. And I also have the I Think I Love Ya. Love you. Palette. But anyway, these palettes that they come, ColourPop's pressed eyeshadow palettes are wonderful. And it's not surprising because I love their Super Shock Shadow. So they put out quality product. But they're wonderful for $16. If you want to purchase a palette that you're going to get, I don't want to say get what you pay for because that makes it sound cheap, but you're going to get more than what you pay for, if that makes sense. So yeah, the ColourPop palettes have done me well, 2017. Another brand that I have tried for the first time in 2017, and I enjoy every palette that I have of theirs, is Juvia's Place. Yeah, so I got a couple of these at IMATS, and then since then I've picked up a couple more. Yeah, they're palettes. I'm wearing some shades from the Zulu, which I did a review and look tutorial on not too long ago. I'm wearing some shades from there, and I'm also wearing my Halo Eye with some shades here down by the Magic palette. These palettes are geared, this company is geared toward women of color, if I'm not mistaken. Anyone can use them, obviously, but that's like the background of what they're about. The artwork on the front is always so pretty. The artwork is so beautiful on the front of those. Bit my lip ring. On the front of those. But anyway, bright, bold colors. Another thing that I like with Juvia's Place is, let me show you. Well, this is the Masquerade Mini. So they have a big version of this palette if you want bigger pans. This is like a standard size pan, but most of their palettes, their eyeshadow, look how huge the pans are. You saw it in the Zulu. These are eyeshadows. When's the last time you saw an eyeshadow palette with pans this big? Like this is the ColourPop one. These are actually a little bit smaller than standard, but with pans this big, I can appreciate. This palette was around $30. But the pans are huge. I don't know, I really do appreciate that. In this day and age, people trying to cut corners and charge you more. And these palettes are reasonably priced, and you're getting, where's the other one? Yeah, you're getting huge pans. So I can appreciate that. I've loved every look I'll come out with using these palettes. I just love the pigmentation. I love how bright and bold the packaging is. I have really been enjoying Juvia's Place palettes. Alright. I have top 3 palettes of 2017, and I'm pretty sure I got them all in 2017. I hope. I might not have. I hope. But anyway, they're still my top 3. I've used a lot of palettes. I've tried a lot of palettes. I've reviewed a lot of palettes this year. But these 3, you might can guess. These 3 have really blown me away. I liked a lot of palettes. I pretty much liked every palette I got. You know, maybe. But these definitely wonderful. Alright, so where do we go first? Urban Decay After Dark palette. I was like late to the not late to the game with this one. This is a limited edition palette. But I remember like being like looking at it online, like, you know, whatever. And then being in Sephora. This is one of the ones when you're in Sephora and you swap, you like, this coming home with me. So this was the, again, the Urban Decay After Dark. Let's look at it. Let's look. Fun fact, all my Urban Decay palettes still have the brushes in the plastic. Except electric. I think I took the brush out, the plastic off that brush. But I just don't use the brushes in palettes. Probably should. They're good brushes. I just don't. Anyway. This is the, and usually the plastic's still on my mirror. This is the After Dark palette. And what this is 10 shades of metallic, a couple duochromes, and 2. Metallic, give me a word, give me a word. Reflective shades. So, famous shade, it comes in a single. Lounge, Fringe, Centerfold. I'm going to just swatch a couple of them for you. Oh, beautiful. After Dark. I don't know what After Dark has to do with this. Maybe like a nighttime theme. But anyway, these are, I love them. When this palette first came out in my review, I appreciate the fact that I don't need a matte transition in all my palettes. I don't need a black or white in all my palettes. This was one of those palettes where all the colors were interesting and colors, you know, they weren't neutrals. And the finishes, again, are from metallic and satin. There's no matte, there's no mattes in here. But yeah, just good quality eyeshadow in interesting shades. Like, finally, you know. And I fell in love with it. And I love it. I love the packaging. I love this palette. This is definitely one of my top palettes in 2017. Wonderful. The next one. This is another one that, and I hate to say all 3 palettes are limited edition, but it is what it is. I'm not going to not tell you about them because, but you still might want to know what I like because you might have these palettes. And I'm sorry for that I don't think they're available. Sorry. I'll look though. I'll check. Anyway, this next one, oh, it's wonderful. Kat Von D Metal Matte. Oh, wonderful. Alright, Kat Von D did it again. Kat Von D makes great quality matte shades, but she also makes great quality metallic shades. And she put both of those in this palette. Look at this. This is wonderful. Okay? Let me just let you bask in it. Let me let you bask in it. Okay, why I like this palette? Because you got a variety of matte shades. Nothing too rainbow-ish, but definitely that deeper, gothier type of colors. Wonderful, though. You get a matte black, a matte white, blue, green, purple, mauve to your browns, few neutrals right down here. She actually has a mini palette like this. Take this end of the palette and put it in like a mini version. She has one of those, but I already own the big one, so it wouldn't be a point to get repeat shades. And then at the top you have her famous the Metal Crush eyeshadow formula. They are wonderful with only one, if I'm not mistaken, in here that you can get full size, so you're getting new shades here. Yeah, this is one of those palettes, again, if you are a little bit more advanced with eyeshadow, yes, you have neutral shades in here, but this palette deserves to be pushed to the limit. That's how good it is. It deserves to be pushed. It deserves to feed your creativity. That's the type of palette that this is. Again, all the shades are really high quality. Look at that brown. Look at that chocolate oak. Velour. Oh, I don't touch the other color. Damn. I got overzealous. Let me clean that up. Let me clean that up. Let me clean that up. Okay. Clean that up. Okay. Phew. Velour. Stone. Y'all know I love a gray. A gray eyeshadow. Look, 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 look. Look. Wonderful. This palette, again, deserves to be fed by your creativity. It deserves to be pushed to the limit. Because even if you look at it, like, okay, well, I see a pop of blue. I mean, nothing's like unique in the sense of you might find these shades somewhere else, but put all together like high concentrated matte shades along with metallics like Nebula and Flash and Twinkle. You got something. You got something. So, yeah. Kat Von D Metal Matte. Wonderful palette. Wonderful palette. Alright. Wiping off the swatches. Final one. I think you guys might guess. I don't know. I haven't mentioned it in a while. My favorite palette of 2017. I viewed a lot of them. I went back and forth. I don't own anything like it. I don't know. I went back and forth with a couple of them, and it just kept coming back to this. It kept coming back to this. It kept coming back to this. A lot of people did not like this palette. I don't know. Maybe I'm lame. Maybe maybe my skills aren't as good as I thought they were. I don't know. Maybe I have low budget. Well, no, this palette's expensive. And maybe I have low quality taste. I don't know. And it made me upset that a lot of people didn't like it because I liked it. But it is what it is. We all have different preferences. Huda Beauty Rose Gold Textured Eyeshadow Palette. I got this back in April. So what you get one satiny shade, which is Moon Dust. You get one satiny shade there, and you get 7 of her textured metallic shades, and then the rest are matte. These matte shades, in my opinion, let me get a closer up. These matte shades, in my opinion, are on par with other high-end brand matte formulas. Let's swatch. There's the Black Truffle. Oh, let's see. Black Truffle. Ooh, Henna. I'm just picking some random ones. Henna. Man Eater. These are mattes. These are mattes. And they transfer really well from brush. Of course, it's a favorite. Like, if it didn't do well on the brush, I wouldn't be talking about it. And then your textured ones, the textured shadows, which are like a cream shadow packed with not glitter, but like metallic flakes. Oh, that's 24 karat Trust Fund. Oh my gosh. Trust Fund is my favorite rose gold. It's more of my favorite rose gold than rose gold, but oh, that's rose gold. That's Trust Fund. You see where the texture comes into play. Blew my mind. I went back and forth on this palette since it came out. $65. I was like, sure, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. You know, you go back and forth. I don't want to spend that much money. I went to New York, went to Sephora, saw it in person, swatched it. Like, the swatch didn't even leave my finger fully from the back of my hand, and this palette was in my basket. Yeah, it was just, it's wonderful. It's those warms. If you like the modern Renaissance type of theme, Anastasia Beverly Hills, you guys know I didn't like that palette. These colors are similar, but it's this texture part up here that makes it a little bit more interesting for me and makes it just that much more unique. I don't own anything like it. I do own the Modern Renaissance, but in my opinion, I like this one a lot better than Modern Renaissance. So, yeah. Huda Beauty did it. She has a new one out. I have not purchased it yet, but it's in my cart, Sephora. So yeah, you guys. Those are my favorite eye products of 2017. So it was, eye products are like my jam. I love eyeshadows. It's my favorite makeup product. And I just, I love it. I want all of it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave them down below. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.